Hello, hello, Alan here, coming up with a new video and a new gadget. Uh, had blueberry muffins the other day, courtesy of my wife Christina, and just happened to see that the trays that the blueberries came out of have little holes in them. Another gadget. So, what I've done, I've already taken a canvas, prepped it with the prime white base paint, and taken this bottom of the blueberry tray, put a few push pins in it, and I'm going to do a pour, trying to use the colors of blueberries, so blues and purples. I'm going to center this, and I've already taken my paints. Actually, I think I will spray my container first. Hopefully it will release some of the paint. Whoa, a little too much. Spread it around a little. Don't want too much silicone in there. Okay, so the color choices that I have here: Liquitex Light Blue Violet, Artist Loft Ultramarine Blue, Lucas Indigo, Liquitex Brilliant Purple, Liquitex Deep Violet, and Liquitex Prism Violet. I'm going to do this as a dirty pour. Starting off with the Liquitex Light Blue. No sound effects from the peanut gallery. Any foreign noises that you hear are coming from background personnel that painting in a supervised environment, I guess the best way to put it. Trying to use up some of these colors that we've had on the shelf for a while, so we can make room for some new colors from Soho and Lucas. I apologize in advance for not posting a video for the last approximate 2 weeks. Just been very busy at work. Assisting with the auction from a couple weeks ago, and I could give you 1,000 excuses, but here I am tonight. So the goal is to pour the paint in this gadget, expecting it to funnel out through each of the sides. And I'm going to start with a ring around the outside just to get the paint starting to flow. And I know what some of you are thinking. He didn't spray his cup. You're right. And the canvas choice on this was a 10 by 20. And the reason I chose that is it pretty much matches the the rectangular dimensions of the tray itself. I'm just going to tilt the gadget a little to get some of this excess paint in the tray to flow out. I like the design inside the tray. I might just let that dry like that, get a beautiful skin out of it too. A little drip on the canvas, not too worried about that because I'm going to pour a little of this off. I'm going to try to tilt it a little to get it a little more centered. Get it over the edge just a little. Bring it back to the center of the tray, or center of the canvas. And now I'm going to tilt it from one end to another. And again, I have a lot of excess paint on the canvas because of the base paint. The base paint is important because it allows the paint that you put on the top to flow without folding over. Something I have learned from my wife, Christina. Bring the paint back to the center. Now the big question is, do I want to leave all of that white on the edges, or do I want to try to stretch it to the corners? So I'm stepping back for a moment. I'm going to give it a quick torch and then make my decision. I'm almost thinking, rather than trying to pour it off the edge of the corners, that maybe the airbrush would be the ideal situation. And I'm going to consult my coach, who is still in attendance, shaking her head, no. I really like what I've got up in this area here as far as the layout, but I still got too much paint.
I like the other side.
You like this side?
Mm-hmm.
We'll saw it in half, and I'll keep that side, and you keep that side.
Split it 50-50.
Yep. Now it'll be more like 60-40. You have more prominence here. So what do you think, Coach?
I'd tilt it.
You would tilt it.
Use your cuppy hands on the corners.
She just doesn't like me touching the airbrush
No, I didn't say that.
because I don't have the technique down yet. Going from one corner to the other.
See, when you open it up, all the cells come out.
Trying to bring that paint back to the center so that I can do the other two corners. My 40% has now become 30%. I'm just wondering how many of you are going to be tilting with your cell phones and saying, a little more to the left, a little more to the right. Try to bring the paint back to the center again.
Much better.
I don't know if you heard that in the background, but I've been told that looks much better. I actually liked it prior to pouring off the excess paint.
I did too, but there was no way to cover those corners.
Which you don't necessarily have to cover the corner. Give it another torch. Edges look good. Just take and wipe off the excess paint from underneath. Got one corner over here that didn't quite get enough paint on it to cover the side. Everything else looks good. And let me give you a close-up. The cells will open up a little more as it dries, and I'm sure it will change a little, but overall I'm happy with the outcome, and I don't see anything else I would change on this right now. So I'm going to take this to the drying rack. I am going to save that skin. I think that's going to be a cool skin in that tray. We'll have to see after it dries. But just want to say thank you for watching. If you haven't done it already, please hit the subscribe button, share and like. And if you are not a member of the Pourage Posse, please go to Facebook, look up the link, answer the 3 questions, and we will gladly add you to the team. If you have any questions, please contact Christina Welch at Christina Welch Art. And just want to say thank you for watching. And I hope to be posting a couple new videos in the next few coming days. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.